Well, the last game of the season is turning out to be a bit more critical than I thought. Even if we win, there's a chance, a tiny chance, but still a chance, and seeing as how this season has gone, that tiny chance is actually pretty big, that we could lose first place in League One. My name is FM19, and this is the Return of Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 121. And this is what I'm talking about here. As you can see, we are currently in first place with 94 points. We have one game left. Monaco has 2 games in hand. They're on 89 points. So if we win, we go to 97 points. If Monaco wins out their last 3 games, they go to 98, and we lose by a point. And Monaco has Nice, Nantes, and Nimes coming up. So Nice is currently in 8th place. Nantes is in 4th, and Nimes, I want to say, is in 15th. So it's entirely possible. So as you can see here, we are first place on 94 points, 30 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses. Hussein Kaplan, 50 goals across all competitions, a 7.77 rating. Bastia, 19 assists. He's really come on the last few games. Hussein, 15 match awards, 15 player of the match awards. Javad Rashidi, 16 yellow cards. Let's go here real quick. So yeah, Martin Werner pulled his ankle ligaments again. He was out for 3 weeks. Kazan broke his ribs, so he was out for a little while. I think I mentioned that last episode. Werner came back and pulled a calf. Florent Robert pulled some knee ligaments. Thomas Gerardo pulled calf muscle. We've been battling some injuries. They're niggling, but they've all kind of conglomerated together at a really bad time. And I have to sneeze here. Sorry. Sorry about that. The other thing that's kind of pain in the butt for us in this upcoming game is Mario Tomasi, Dan Townsend, and Arkadiusz Orlovsky are all missing the game because of 3 yellow cards in 10 matches. In other news, at one point in time, French football was looking really, really good. In the quarterfinals, we had 5 teams in, and only one of them actually made it out. Monaco beat PSG, Lyon lost to Man United, we lost to Inter, and Nantes got thumped by Chelsea. And then in the semifinal, Inter beat Monaco and Man United beat Chelsea, so it is an Inter-Man United final. So, yeah, I was really high on French football, and it kind of fell off. For ourselves, we did okay. A couple of, one expected result, one unexpected result. After losing to Inter, we were away at Marseille, and we beat them 4-1, thanks to a hat-trick's worth of goals by Kaplan and a goal by Pichon. We were then away at Lens, and we beat them 4-1. Pichon a brace of goals, Kaplan a brace of goals. We were home against Dijon. We shut them out. Kaplan again with a hat-trick's worth of goals. We lost PSG. This was a tough game because we had 3 games in 7 days, 8 days. And it was just not the strongest squad I could put out there. We weren't exactly match fit. And it didn't help matters that Valencia got sent off in the 8th minute on a straight red. 82 minutes, we were down a man. Vukmanovic scored. Pashtun equalized. We held them until the 84th minute when Vukmanovic scored again. And we were, stats-wise, it was an even game. We had 15 shots, 8 on target. They had 16 and 8. They had a big possession advantage, but they really couldn't use it. Bianchi had some very, very nice saves, and their defense is the big reason they won. I think, a draw would have been nice. Valencia getting sent off was just an absolute stab in the heart. We were then away at Lille, which was 4 days after the PSG game, and we drew with them 1-1. As tired as my side against PSG was, the people I played against Lille were just as tired. Orlovsky scored in the 18th minute. Slizak equalized in the 33rd minute. Stats-wise, we were better than them, but their defense tightened up at the right times. We just could not put anything through. We had our chances. Sinsek had a great day in goal. And had we not drawn this game, I don't think we'd be where we are now in terms of the standings. We would have been well ahead. We were then away at Havre, and we absolutely destroyed them 7-1. This was one of those games I was watching, and I couldn't believe it was happening, and I was praying to God the game wouldn't crash, because if I hadn't saved it, I don't think anyone would have believed it. 27 shots, 17 on target, 7 off target, 1 woodwork hit, 5 clear-cut chances, 2 half chances, a minuscule possession advantage, but it really didn't matter. Kaplan got us off to a flying start with a goal in the 24th minute. He got a goal right before the end of the half. Hernandez had an unfortunate goal for Haber. Werner a goal. Rashidi a goal. Bastion a goal. Manuel Martinez a goal in extra time. Everybody on the team was 7.2 or better in the ratings. It was an absolute fabulous game. Gilbert Roy had a great game as well. This was before Kazan had come back from his rib injuries. And I think Gilbert Roy is going to finish the season out, and then Kazan's going to be the starting keeper for next season. And it was just absolutely insane. Kaplan, freaking dog hair, it has just become a dominant striker. And it says elite striker. He should be a world-class striker. 6'7", 209 pounds. Jumping reach of 20. Finishing in 19. Heading in 19. Composure 18. Dribbling 16. 19 finishing. 18 technique. Vision, work rate, moves in the channels, tries killer balls often. The ultimate complete forward. Pichon is a half star behind him now, but as you can see, 50 goals across all competitions, including 39 in League One, plus 9 assists to go with it. He is everything I hoped he would be when I paid all that money for him. I thought he would be as good as Pichon, if not a little bit better. He's got to be one of the top strikers in the game. Bastion is not that far behind him in a couple of places. As you can see, he's got 21 goals this season to go with 15 assists, 28-19 overall. He and Kaplan have become quite the team. Let me compare them here real quick. Yep, so Bastion's a little bit better mentally, and he's a little bit faster, which makes sense because he's like a foot smaller than Kaplan. No, he's only a half foot smaller. So he's also an elite striker. Runs the ball through center, likes to beat the offside trap, knocks the ball past the opponent, runs the ball often. So the third man in the trio, I think next year, and this is what I'm debating, and I've been giving him some playing time just to see how he does there. Regis Valet, who came in the same youth intake that Bastion did, hasn't had a lot of playing time at striker because I brought in Werner. But one of the things I am looking at doing is moving him to advanced midfielder on the right because Tomasi is getting a little bit older. He's getting a little bit slower. Regis is right-footed. He likes to run with the ball down the right. He comes deep to get the ball. He'll cut inside from both wings. The only thing that's kind of holding me off on that is that his crossing is not the best. His dribbling and finishing first touch and stuff like that, his technique is okay. His vision's nice. His anticipation's nice. His physicals are okay. You know, if I can't find a better right winger out there, I'll move him to right wing. I may play him right, as the backup spot starter on the right wing next year as well. We'll just have to wait and see how that goes. So today, let me go here real quick. We got our budget for next year: 109 million transfer budget, 2.1 million payroll. We're currently spending 1.8. Next season's payroll budget is 2.2. So money-wise, we're doing okay. Our transfer budget is really what's keeping us in the black. So that said, we have our last match of the year coming up against Lyon. I'm going to set the best 11, check my reserves, and we're going to be back with that match in just a bit. Well, we are playing our 4-2-4 today, but because of players out on yellow cards and a couple other things going on, it's not our strongest 11 in terms of positional knowledge, but it's still a good squad. Gilbert Roy in goal, Roberto Valencia, Kernan Flores as the defensive back four, Rashidi and Barrero as the midfielders, Martinez and Valet as the attacking midfielders, Hussein and Bastion up top as the strikers. So we need a win in order to secure League One. If we draw, it's highly likely we'll still win. I can't see Monaco winning out their last 3 games. Fabio missed the ball. Messiza didn't miss it. Put it past Gilbert Roy for the goal. Glay up to Stoyanov. Knocked away. Valet has it. Up to Barrero. Out to Flores. Drives forward. Over to Pichon. Gets between the 2 defenders. Oh, gets by Glay. Takes the shot. Wow. That was nice. Oh, he totally beat Glay and put it far post. That was well earned and well done. Diallo with the ball, sends it back to Alex. Well, Kaplan intercepts the pass, but goes right to Cordoba. Lito sends it up to Fabio. Drives forward, cuts between the defenders, holds it up, bounces it off Valencia, gets it back, and blows it past Gilbert Roy. Dude. Glay with the corner kick in. Through the box, knocked away by Barrera. Kashapa has it, bounces it off. Barrero Pichon's going to run that down. Drives forward on the right. Cross. Now, I want to say it was a cross, but went right to Alex. Looked like Kaplan stopped running because he was afraid he was going to get caught off sides. Kern has the ball off the long goal kick that went into the crowd. Barrero, back to Kern. Out to Valet. Drives forward. Up to Flores. Crosses it in. Martinez is there. Off. Oh, jeez. We can't miss chances like that. Stoyanov. Gilbert Roy stops it. Rashidi knocks it out of bounds. Masiza sends it Stoyanov off the post. Knocked away. Man, we are... Time to get a little aggressive. Kaplan's not having the best game. He's on a 6-5. And he just got a yellow card. Stoyanov. Right at Roy. Nice save by the keeper. Rolls it out to Barrero. Back to Roy. Long pass out towards Valet. He's got help on the right. Instead, he's going to send it left all the way over to Martinez. Cuts inside. Centers it to Barrero. Goes forward. Valet takes the shot off the post. Valet gets it again. Third time. No. Oh, guys. Corner kick. Martinez. Into the crowd. And Alex jumps up and picks it up out of the air. Fabio on the throw and goes right to Barrero. Cordoba, however, gets the ball back, sends it back in. Valencia knocks it out of the box. Simon to Masiza. Back to Simon. Drives forward. Takes the shot. Wow, that was an interesting graphic. Looked like it was getting by Gilbert Roy, but he pulled it back. Martinez sends it into the crowd. Knocked away. Barrero, come up and get the ball. Back out to Martinez. Almost loses it. Oh, good grief. Goes back to Barrero. To Rashidi. To Martinez. Takes the shot off the post. Knocked out of bounds. Going to make a couple of subs here. Robert's not having the best game. We're going to bring on Duhaji. We're going to get Rashidi off and bring on Mercurio. I like Rashidi. He's turning into an international star for Iran, and he's a very good midfielder. He's just a yellow card machine. Oh, 5 minutes left. We're going to the very attacking. Kashapa. Again, bounces off the wall. Kaplan has it. Dribbling down the right. Crosses over. Pichon. Oh, too hard. Knocked away. Valencia's going to get it. Back up into space. Diakite knocks it down. Duhaji ends up with the ball. Over to Mercurio. Dispossessed. Shoot. Masiza holds it up. Crosses it to Cordoba. To Hanzek. Goes right. Oh, that was a hard shot, but it was wide left. Come on, guys. Valencia knocks it down. Mercurio can't hand it. Cordoba to Fabio. Back to Hanzek. To Kragovic. To Hanzek. They're just running out the time. Diakite sends it out of bounds. This is our last chance right here. Oh, that was not what we needed. 26 shots, 10 on target for us. Monaco's got to lose its last 2 games. Heck, we could come in third. I'm going to save the game, do the press conference, and then sim ahead to the end of the season. And we'll see what happens next. Well, and Monaco has officially won League One by, who they beat? You know what? I don't know. It should have been up here. You know what? We can take a look at this. Schedule. Junior squad. By beating Nantes. They've got PSG in the French Cup final, and they're closing the season out at Nimes. Who does PSG? No, we're finishing second place because PSG's already played. So, yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. Now, the season's almost officially over. Monaco has one last game to play against Nimes, and it's not really going to affect anything. They're both safe. Monaco can't lose first place. Nimes can't lose 15th. They could possibly go up to 14th if they beat Monaco, but at the end of the day, we're in second place. Hussein finished the season 50... well, you know what? We'll do that here in a little bit. PSG won the French Cup. Overall, best 11. Well, no one new inducted this year. A lot of players still playing. Only 2 have retired. Armand, where's he at? National de Madeira. Yeah, playing fullback. On loan from Caen. End of season award to St. Kaplan, player of the year by a large margin. Tomasi, goal of the season against Caen. I don't remember this, but let's check it out. Okay, I can buy that. And it's 3D and the game didn't crash, so that's even better. Gerardo, second this season, 15.69 million. Young player of the season, Hussein Kaplan. I think he's got one more year to go where he could win that, possibly. Lost in the quarterfinals to Inter. Lost League One by 2 points, at least. Lost in the 10th round of the French Cup. That's just... We won the Coupe De La Ligue. Still. Match of the season, the 5-2 against Monaco, which I agree with, seeing as how Monaco finished in first. The moment to forget, the 3-1 against PSG, which I agree with. Average attendance, the stadium was full, but that still puts us like 19th in the league. You know, let's take a look at some of these here real quick. Lyle Foster is at Sassuolo. 31 years old now. 28 goals in 135 games. That's not bad. Manuel Brigado is at Karlsruhe. We looked at Armand. Vernet's still at Montpellier. Sasha got no playing time whatsoever while at Nancy. Knezovic is at Rijeka. He started about half the season there, it looks like. Jean-Marc Parent is at Pau. Okay, that's not bad. Squad dynamics. I don't think that's going to be changing much this offseason. Everybody up top is going to be staying into season team meeting. Told them we would come back and win it all, and they all got upset. Injury report. Good grief. And we're going to sort this by longest spell unavailable. Valet was out for 3 months with a broken foot. Lukac was out for 3 months with a hip injury. Prizel broke his leg a couple weeks right before the end of the season, out for 2 months. Arcadius was out for 2 months. Werner was out for 5 weeks, but he had freaking 6 injuries. The longest spell he had unavailable was 6 weeks. He missed a good part of the season. Our youth facilities were downgraded due to technology. The board agreed to increase them. This is the year we also find out what our new stadium is going to be like. Not that we'll ever play in it, I think. This next season coming up is going to be the last season. It's just, I'm not going to be able to shoehorn in anything more than a season. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got that block of free time between 2 and 4 a.m. open. I keep waiting for my League One screen flow to pop up, because last time I saw, Hussein was first and Bastia was second in terms of goals scored. Yep. Kaplan's 50 goals broke the record. He held the previous record at 48. And for as good a season as he had, Valet cannot get on the national team. I mean, he's got a decent amount of competition. Cosme's good. Fernandez is good. Gubbles is still good, despite being 30 years old now. Arnaud's not bad. Is he on the under-23s? He's not even on the under-23s. Theo Magne and Frederic Olivier, who are 2 of my young players, are on the under-21 squad. So no players from Bastia on the senior squad. No players from Bastia on the under-23 squad. I got 2 players, because Olivier is on loan. None on the under-20 squad. And none on the under-19 squad. So Florent did get named to the team. Not Florent, because he's Belgian. Flores, rather. Because Flores is French. I'm almost... It's kind of sad that I don't know this. Yeah, Flores is French. Couldn't get named to the squad. And so, of course, everybody's left on vacation, so we're going to have to sort this out this way. Goal-wise, Kaplan, 39 goals, 9 assists, 13 players of the match in League One. Bastion, 22 goals, 15 assists, 4 players of the match. Mario Tomasi, 10 goals, 9 assists, 3 players of the match. Kasango was on loan. Clavel was a reserve player. Gerardo, 6 goals, 9 assists, 2 players of the match for a 6.78 rating. For a guy who started 21 games, that's really good. Werner, only 5 goals. Javad Rashidi, all-around good performance. 4 goals, 6 assists, 2 players in the match. Orlowski was a very good loan player for us. 4 goals, 1 assist, 2 players in the match. Priso was my reserve striker. Going down. Mercurio, 15 appearances, 12 off the bench, 2 goals, 3 assists, a player of the match. Alexander Valencia, 34 starts, 1 goal, 1 assist. That's and a 7.24 rating. That's really, really good. Florent Robert, 1 goal, 5 assists, 1 player of the match. Dan Townsend came off the bench a lot. 14 appearances off the bench, 1 goal, 1 player of the match. Johnny Barrero, 8 starts, 1 assist. He'll get more playing time next season. Mikkel Kazan, 21 starts, a 7.0 rating for the year. Fabian Hock, 13 starts, 6 off the bench. That's not bad. Regis Valet didn't get a lot of playing time. I thought I'd gotten him more, but I guess not. Pierre Kern, 29 starts, 4 off the bench, 2 assists, 2 players in the match. Selden is the defender really, really well. Mattis Flores, another quality year, defensive right back, 33 starts, 7 assists. Gilbert Roy, 12 starts, 7.06 rating. He turned it up at the end of the season. I don't know if he's probably wanted. Kaplan, of course, is wanted. Leicester's been after him for the longest time. Lemos is listed. Gilbert Roy is listed. It's going to be a busy offseason. I'm going to try and build the team to win the Champions League. And I've actually already signed a couple of players to get that done, but you'll see them next episode. Copa America squads. Matthias Correa is the only one there. Valencia got called up for the Copa America as well. 5 players called up for the championship. Okay. Yeah, here's the screen flow for League One. So Hussein and Bastion finished 1st and 2nd in scoring. Well, Monaco still got 1 game to play, so Dragosevic could possibly sneak past Bastion. 1st and 2nd in average rating, 1st and 2nd in goals. Why is this goals? This should be tackles a game. Javad Rashidi's up there. Yellow card. Javad Rashidi is up there. Key passes. Mario Tomasi, Hussein Kaplan. Assist. Pichon with 15. Gerard with 9. Penalties. Kaplan with 6 and 9. Team goals. Valencia, Kaplan, and Kern. That is not the right one. That should be shots. So yeah, setting up your screen flow, it's a good way to scout without actually scouting. I know I've mentioned this before, but say, as an example, you're looking at this. Okay, Gabriel Alexander plays for the Aves under-19s. You normally wouldn't scout the Aves under-19s unless you're in Spain. But in looking at this, I can see he's 19 years old. He's got 19 goals and 26 appearances and 42 shots on target. That's not bad. Get a scout report on him. You're not losing anything by doing it. And frankly, if it's in your area, you're not losing a lot there anyways. And if you see a lot of players from the same squad that are like scoring goals left and right and stuff like that, maybe they had a golden generation youth intake, and it's worth scouting the squad. So I've found a couple players this way in all of my saves. The Palace March, there was a player named Jacopo Ricci who was playing in Italy, who was on the Italian youth team and had like 12 goals in 9 games, and I scouted him, and he was as good as one of the strikers I already had on my squad. He was 17 years old. And it's like, if he's that good now, what's he going to be like in a couple of years? And I paid a decent amount of money for him, and he came in and did a really good job for us. And then when I simmed ahead in the future, the guy who took over after me sold him for 103 million euros, and he went on to score 35 goals or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, sometimes you can get a leg up. It's one of the advantages we have over the computer. Inter won the Champions League, beating Man United. So in extra time. So we lost to we lost to the Champions League champions. That's okay. Money. Let's see, 7.87 million for Champions Cup TV revenue, 16.61 million for the coefficient ranking pool money. Squad bonus was 1.2 million paid out. Received 20.31 million for finishing in 2nd place. 4 points behind Monaco. They beat Nimes. Jesus. But it wasn't PSG. Yep, and Drasigovic did not score. Dragosevic. Ivan. Yeah, see, look at this. You got two guys on Torino. One of them scored 17 goals. The other one of them scored 16 goals. Send a scout after him. Check him out. And then this is just for top goal scorer. If I go to like key tackles, it'll highlight all the players with the key tackles. You can find a lot of good players this way. Especially on the national teams and stuff like that, because your national teams aren't going to take bad players. Well, let me rephrase that. Your national teams aren't going to take bad players who shouldn't be there. They're good enough to qualify for the national team. And sometimes players will slip through, like Flores should definitely be on the national team. He's one of the best French defensive right backs in the game. The French head coach, on the other hand, is a freaking idiot. I remember earlier this season there was talk about, Bastia should be part of the French team. And this was when he had, probably 15 goals and 15 assists, and the French national coach was like, yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, it's probably why France isn't going to win it all this year. Okay. I don't know that we have a lot more coming up. I'm going to go up to the 1st of June here, and we'll see what happens. Astorina, he's one of the guys we just saw on the thing on the Screenfield thing. So I was already scouting him. Valverde at Nantes has done wonders. He's done twice. Well, I don't want to say twice as good because Nantes hasn't finished all that high, but Nantes has finished top 4 the past few years. And in a league with PSG, Monaco, Lyon, and us now, that's really, really good. They don't have as much money as we do. But they don't have as much money as PSG or Monaco does either. And they've got some quality players. They've got probably the best advanced midfielder on the left side in the game in Ian Stanek. So, yeah, this is when the fun starts. Well, a new stadium announcement doesn't come until actually the close start of the season. So I think I'm just going to call this here at the moment. It's going to be a busy off-season. Got a lot of players I need to take a good, hard, long look at and decide whether or not they're going to stay or go. Starting with this guy right here. I like him. He's just way too injured. I'm going to lose money on him. But frankly, if I have to lose money on him, I have to lose money on him. I've got a good young team. If this sale was going on longer, there's guys on this team I would love to see how well they improve. Johnny Barrero, Fabian Hock, Rashidi's already 4 stars now. So, he's getting close to 5-star status. I got some quality youngsters as well. Let me filter out the senior squad here and the reserve squad. Liam McKell, Gautier Jordan, Paoli, Michael, Achab, Guillen, they're all from the youth intake. And then if I go to the reserve squad, you got players like Ty Mohammed, Gilles Clavel is older, but he's a reservist. But Vincent Mizrazi also has potential. Ty Mohammed I brought in last season from Nigeria. He's got 4.5-star potential. And if he gets a decent amount of playing time, he will see that. The plan is to loan him out to a fairly good team next season. He's playing right now for Lorient in League 2. And he did, he could have done better, but, playing time's playing time. He's not going to get it here. I would much rather loan him out for a couple of years and see him improve that way. So, that said, disappointing season. There's just no other way to put it. Getting pipped at the end by Monaco is a complete stab to the heart. Losing the Champions League games the way we did. And that last game against Lille that's what sealed the deal for us in terms of not winning League One. We had our opportunities. We had it in our hands, and we let it slip through. So next season, League One and Champions League or bust. And hopefully we will end our FM19 series on a good note. If you liked what you've seen or heard, please subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM Jellico, and I thank you for watching Return on Glory, SC Bastia, episode 121.